of the things that was great meeting you for the first time, because we met at the Neighborhood Playhouse School of Theater, and I went there for the first 2 years, and it was my first 2 years in New York City. And it was great working with you. You were training my voice, teaching me how to sing, because I was not a singer. You still teach there, correct?
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been there now?
I have been at the Neighborhood Playhouse for 23 years.
Wow, so you've seen a lot of talent come in and out the door.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about the technique there that they use as strictly for the acting part? I know that you work a lot on the vocal, but 23 years there watching people learn their craft, take serious acting. Some have experience, some have no experience. Right. What has been your perspective from a distance, but also being there every day on what happens to these actors?
Well, from the acting point of view, it's the Meisner training, which is all about finding the truth of the character. Finding the truth within yourself maybe actually is more to the point first. Probably for someone with an untrained eye, they wouldn't pick up all of this stuff, but the thing that you keyed in on is what are you doing? And digging deep into what that is, getting under the surface, so that you're very clear. It can be just a very simple thing. I'm seducing you. And that's the whole goal here. That's my objective through this entire scene, even though at times the words totally don't reflect that.
Yeah.
It's about what you're doing.
I think that the breathing aspect of it is just as important. Do you agree with me in terms of the emotional end of it?
Yeah, absolutely, because you can't access, like I said, it closes you down when you're tense, when you're not breathing. It closes everything up, and if you just sit and be. Dylan McDermott, who's a good friend of ours, always talks about never rushing to the next moment, but allowing it to arrive. Yes. Okay, and I think that's really a very difficult lesson for everybody to learn, because they always want to fill the space with something. They don't trust that who they are and what they're doing is enough. And just allowing yourself to breathe and take in the moment, be in the moment, be here now, as they say.
I remember you started off with a couple of studios over on 8th Avenue.
Right.
Now you're on 54th Street with penthouses and 4 floors. Anybody who's auditioning for anything or is looking for any kind of studio space knows about Shetler Studios. It's a great location. It's very easy to get to. But at the same time, I know that you have your hands. You like to produce, you like to do theater. We worked on a feature film together, and I knew when I was working closely with you that it's something that you had a lot of passion for. What is it about Ron Shetler that drives him still today, not only in finding space for people to operate, but also to continue to coach, to get to the next level?
Well, it's creating first the space, the opportunity, the tools. There's nothing more fulfilling as you're learning as a coach than watching people blossom and giving them the skills that they, in many cases, desperately want. That's all they want to do with their lives, and to support that. And like I said, it's a process through which we, as actors, are a very special breed, in that we get to live in different situations under imagined circumstances, but it's a very fulfilling craft, and in many ways a hard road to hoe, but there's so many rewards with that. To then providing them also with the tools to go about their craft and to love what they do, because unless you love what you do in this business, you shouldn't be in it. It's for the love of the craft. If the money and the stardom comes, that's great, but you've got to love the craft first and foremost.